Just got back in. Ooh, chilly willy out there. It was 25 degrees. It's warmed up to a balmy 25. So I think I'm just going to do some quick cards. You know, one card, 2 card draw, something like that. So let's start out and see. I wish people would send me a lot of questions. It's so much easier because like I said, I don't have TV, so I don't get to stay up so much with what's going on. But let's look for what's coming up for the January 6th commission. What's coming up with that? Death. You know, now this could be, let me pick another card to see. You know, we have the ones, the Repugly Uglies, that don't want to cooperate, okay? They're not wanting to cooperate. But let's see what else we have. Yeah, their wish is not to cooperate with it. So what to do with them? They just don't want to cooperate. But let's see what's going to happen. They said they want to talk to Jim Jordan. And Jim Jordan said he's got nothing to hide. But let's see, because with what I got before, he wouldn't cooperate. Okay. Yeah, you know, when it comes to Jim Jordan, he's got a lot of this emotional stuff, tie-ups with Trump, of course. That's what he's going to put out there. Again, not happy with the situation at all, but people want to break through and see what's going on. So, yeah, they're going to press for it, and he's going to try to find a way out of it, okay? But I think that they are going to be victorious in the end with it, okay? So that's Jim Jordan. So what is going to happen? Are we ever going to get some Biden's new bill going forward? We have Manchin. Manchin wants to stop everything because of all his oil concerns and all the other things he's got going. Okay? You know, they're going to continue to try to work on things. Okay? They're going to do their best to try to find another way to make it happen. Let's look at the 2022. Let's look at the midterms. What can you tell us about the midterms for the Democrats? What about the Democrats overall in the midterms? What about Democrats overall in the midterms? Okay. A little precarious, okay, with trying to get things forward. People are just getting so bogged down with stuff, okay? And I don't feel that people are feeling that they're getting enough, okay? So they're a little closed off. So what do the Democrats need to do in order to pull it out for the midterm elections? What do Democrats need to do to pull it out for midterm elections? They need to show more love. They need to put more passion behind it, okay? Now we know the Repugly Uglies are going to be down and dirty for midterms. So let's look at the Republican side for midterms. What can you tell us about Republican side for the midterms? Overall for Republicans, midterms. Okay, they're trying to juggle things, juggling stuff on the tight wire, trying to figure out how to move it ahead. Okay. What about the Republicans and their bid to suppress voting? What about suppressing the voting for midterms? Yeah, they're going to do everything they can to tie it up. Okay, so this is something we really, really need to be aware of, how they're going to work to try to tie it up. So what can the Democrats do when it comes to these Republican measures to, you know, to take the vote away? What can the Democrats do? What do the Democrats need to do when it comes to Republicans trying to dampen down the votes? Okay, we need to stand strong. Okay, we need to take measures. We need to do what we need to do, and again, take action. We need to take action. This is not something you just sit there and think about. You need to stand up, and you need to wield the sword of truth and put some measures into place to stop them. Okay. What about Joe Biden's health? What about Biden's health within the next few months? What about Biden's health this next few months? Okay. His health is good for the next few months. So far, he's strong. He's hanging in. Okay. Continuing to hang in. What about 45's physical health? We'll ask about his physical health first. I think you know where we're going with this. What about 45's physical health? How is his physical health? Okay, he's still hanging in, you know, pushing things. And I think this is, you know, mentally pushing things. Okay, so I think he keeps telling himself, you know, that he's strong, that he's this, he's that. Okay. What about his mental health? What about 45's mental health? What can you tell us about 45's mental health? He sees himself as the emperor. Okay? He sees himself as the emperor. Oh my goodness, we're going to pick one more card with that. Yeah, he's still convinced that he won. Okay? It's usually my card for Biden. Okay? We have the little, I guess it's an octopus coming over there wrapping around him. And again, he is really disturbingly delusional. Okay? So that's what we have with 45's mental health. Okay. What's going on with Elizabeth Warren? We haven't heard anything about Elizabeth Warren in some time. So what's going on with Elizabeth Warren on her journey? Okay. Again, now, it's kind of, her journey is kind of ephemeral at this point, you know, kind of see-through. So we'll have to see what comes up with her. So that's interesting. What about Native American rights? Are they going to start finally getting some help on the reservations to bring in things that need to be there? Okay. Starting some opportunities may be coming forward. So they may be starting to look at putting some infrastructure in there. That would be a really good thing. We're hoping for that. Some infrastructure. Okay. What's coming up for the rest of the month of January overall in the political spectrum? Let's look at overall political spectrum for January. You know, we're going to see a lot more division, infighting, that type of thing, back and forth as to what's truth, what's not truth. And yeah, those that just want to try to bully, try to push things, trying to, again, um, abuses of power. We're going to see that type of thing. We're going to see them still trying to abuse the power when it comes to Repugly Uglies and trying to put a wrench in the works, okay? So what about Biden's agendas? Is he going to get any sort of play this month? Is it going to, they're going to find a new way around things? Sun. Well, looks like they're going to be putting some light on some things. So maybe if we're fortunate, they're going to try to figure a way around Mansion and this other drama to put something else in place. So we'll have to watch that. Hopefully that comes out, okay? That comes out beneficial. What is going on with Biden's wife, Jill? Jill Biden. What's going on with Jill Biden? Now, we haven't heard too much about her. Probably busy behind the scenes, but she's not in the spotlight. Hangman, okay? So it looks like maybe, and we've got roots going down here, it looks like she's trying to get rooted in, seeing from a different perspective, so we'll have to see what comes up with her. At the moment, things are kind of perhaps a little stalemate, a little quiet when it comes to Jill. You know, really, I thought she would be more at the forefront. So what is going on? Why is there kind of a hang up there with her? What is going on with Jill? The sharing, okay? She's just going to be there supportive of her husband. Maybe she needs to be closer to where he's at to continue to support him, okay? So maybe she's finding that her place is there being supportive of him as much as she can. What about the Omicron, the COVID variant? What can you tell us about the COVID variant this month? What about the COVID variant this month? Okay. Okay, when it comes to being at home, this is something we have to watch. We have to be really steady, grounded, balanced with things. Okay, watch where you're going, especially indoor things. Okay, especially indoor things, and being out with others as well. We need to really watch what's there. Watch the celebratory things going out there, that you don't bring something home, okay? So, yeah. Trying to think of any other questions coming up. What about travel? What about travel? Air travel. Now, we've been having troubles with air travel, with the virus and other things happening. Okay. Star. Looking for something higher. Okay. Let me pull another card to see where that's at. Yeah. Okay. For things in the air, it looks like it's going to go on a stalemate. Things are going to be kind of closed down for a while. Not as much happening. Yeah, justice. They need to balance things, and they need to take into consideration people's health, because the Omicron is so easily to be caught. Okay, and weather patterns and things. What about weather patterns for the month of January overall? Overall in the U.S., what about weather patterns overall in the U.S.? Let's see what we have. Okay, I'm going to pick a couple more cards to see. Okay, looks like we're going to have a lot of water-related type things. Water-related type things with that. Judgments going to be happening. So I think there will be a lot of snow, that type of thing happening. Overabundance of snow and cold taking place in January, the rest of January here. What about across the world? What about across the world? Weather patterns across the world. What can you tell us? The overall weather patterns. Okay, people are not going to be happy. Okay, difficult times coming. Yeah, a lot of strife, a lot of upheaval rapidly. Ooh, okay. Some things are going to be taking place, it looks like, across the world. Rapid changes coming in, which are really going to upend people. Okay, so I hope that's wrong. I hope that the cards and things are wrong on this, but it looks like watch out for January across the world. Some things are going to be big upheavals going on. Oh my goodness. Okay, what can you tell us that we have to look forward to? What can you tell us that we have to look forward to overall? Overall for the month of January. What are we looking at overall for the month of January? Losses. Losses. Okay. Losses, monetary, when it comes to energetic happenings. So it looks like, again, whether that type of thing, we're going to have losses, monetary things, because the energies are changing for the give and the take of things. Yeah. So we have to hang in. I mean, we're going through difficult times. Looks like some monetary losses. Looks like, yeah, I think it has to do with more monetary things. Prices are going up. We're having difficulties with that. What about the monetary? Let's just ask that directly. What about the monetary situation? What about the monetary situation for January? What are we looking at overall monetary? Okay, hidden things are going on when it comes to the start of monetary. Okay, and I think that part of this has to do with, I get the star card. Usually that's my thing for 45, and I think that we're still going to have difficulties with China and stuff. There are some other things hidden that we're not seeing with that when it comes to the monetary equation. So I think it has to do tie up with things that are going on in China that unfortunately 45 put in motion with his drama. Okay. So we'll have to see what happens with this. Oh my goodness. What kind of things are going on in Australia? I think we'll just ask that. What about Australia for the month of January? Okay. Okay, well, with Australia, it looks like they're pushing the energy kind of walking away from some things that they are not being particularly truthful about, okay? They're kind of trying to spin things. I don't know exactly what all's going on over there, but it looks like they're trying to walk away from something, you know, and putting a spin on it to make it appear to be something that it's not. So let's look at England. What's going on in England? What is going on in England in January? What about overall in England in January? Okay. Okay. Now I'm wondering if there is either some breakdown when it comes to dealing with U.S., okay, that, or it could be a difficulty perhaps with the Queen's health. Now, I'm not sure which way it's going with that. Now, let me look and see judgment, okay. Okay, something's hanging up, tying up somewhere. We've got the judgment, and we've got starting of something new coming in monetary or the world stage, okay, that's going to be connected with either, I don't know if this has to do, like I said, with the Queen, or if it's Empress having to do with the U.S. Could also be more difficulties with virus, with people having the virus. That's what it looks like. I take it back. It looks like having to do families there in the virus. Okay, an upsurge with the virus there. Okay, upsurge of people having the virus affecting families. It looks like more for that type of a thing. Okay. So I'm going to leave this here. Again, these were just real quick card pulls on just a lot of different subjects, and I'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in.